Mr. Gator Sam himself.
Gator Sam on the Lance and Jasper show.
What's up, Lance?
Doing great. I'm glad to have y'all guys on the show, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. My dad's he's the one that got me into football when I was a little kid. When I was a sixth grader and seventh grader, I watched Tim Tebow. So back then, I guess it was little Timmy, and now he's going in lore as greatness. And that's really the big thing that we Gator fans know. We know that Dan Mullen was the man behind the legend.
That's well said.
Yeah. And now that Dan Mullen is back, he's back with a vengeance, and I believe he's ready to unleash one of the most prolific offenses in the history of Florida football.
I would agree, and I think we got the pieces to do it. When you think about the 5 wide, you think about the running back room, who I think this is the deepest running back room in the nation. I mean, you might say Alabama's got the better 1-2 punch, but I'm talking about 1 through 6. Nobody can match what the Gators have, because when you think about LaMichael Pirine, he's your fourth best player if you just go by talent, and he had 9 touchdowns in 11 games, and that's sick. Nobody else can claim that.
Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right, Lance. So here's the thing. So I'll take our 5th best running back over any other running back in the SEC, even the Bama backs, because those Bama backs, they're going to get tired. We literally have 5 guys that you can give the rock to, and they'll have something different, something special to bring. And that's the thing about a Dan Mullen spread offense. It's not necessarily always about the wide receiver or the tight end or the running back. It is about playmakers. It's literally you get the ball into the playmaker's hands as quick as possible. See, everybody's talking about quarterbacks. The main reason why there's several reasons why quarterback play hasn't been as good since Tim Tebow. The primary reason, though, is since Dan Mullen left, the offense has changed where the skill or the lack thereof for the quarterbacks.
The scheme don't fit the kind of recruits that you're going to get out of the state of Florida. That's the problem. And that's why everybody keeps talking about the square hole and the peg round, or the square hole and a peg, or square peg, whatever the hell the analysis is. The bottom line is you cannot run anything but a true spread in Florida because you got the best athletes in America in Florida, and if you're not running a spread, they're not coming to play for you.
That's absolutely right, and that's the thing.
What happened to Florida really was, like you said, the mindset of the coach. Muschamp wanted to go pro and get a pro-style quarterback because he knew he couldn't replace Tebow, and he was trying to get that kind of scheme out and try to change directions of the program, which was a bad idea. But if you want to know what set the Gators back, it was Urban Meyer's last year. You can't take a damn recruiting class off in the SEC. It will set you back 5 to 10 years. And I can tell you right now, and you just said it, Mullen was the man behind the legend, and it's been 10 years. Urban Meyer set this damn program back.
Yeah, and it looks like he's setting another
Foley
program
didn't
back
help with his damn facilities. He didn't help at all.
No.
Somebody fell asleep at the wheel, and it wasn't Lance and Jasper. How about you, sir?
Nope. You got that right.
I think that's where Scott Strickland's going to be.
If you take a recruiting class off in SEC, you're dusted for 5 years at least. And it's been 10 years.
Yeah, but Lance. Hey, Lance.
I can barely hear you, boss.
Yeah. Lance, can you hear me now?
I can hear you a little better. Y'all got it on speaker?
No, not.
Put it on speaker and maybe I can hear you better. Put it on speaker, maybe I can hear both of y'all at the same level.
Oh, can you hear it now?
Oh, yeah, I hear you great, because I want the fans to be able to hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I look at it is the Gators have talent. We just have to use that talent. And I really believe that the OC last year, he didn't know what he was doing, man.
That's true.
He was so predictable. Okay, so like if you come to the line of scrimmage, Lance, and I've heard you make this point because I listened to Jeff tailgate.
Thank you, bro.
And you come up to the line of scrimmage, and you already pretty much know what the defense knows what you're going to run. It's so predictable. They can cover whatever you got because it's predictable. I heard a guy, and he said that Dan Mullen, he knows that the defense is best, what they do best. He knows what he does best. So he figures out what plays are going to work against your defense. He studies it. He does probability. He knows what is going to work. He doesn't just come up there and say, oh, if I run this, I hope it gets the 4 yards we need for the first down. He comes up and he looks at it, and he's going to spread you out. He's going to come to the line of scrimmage. He's going to spread you out, and he's going to throw something at you that you are not going to be ready for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I love about Mullen. I mean, and another thing about Mullen, he's a stubborn coach. And what I mean by stubborn, he'll run the same play out of 8 different formations. So if he finds your weakness, he will exploit you. I mean, a lot of that's what made me mad about last year's coaching scheme. You'd see something that worked on the first drive, and you'd see things in the first half that kind of worked, and you never seen it again the rest of the game.
Never saw it.
How about in the I believe it was the Kentucky game, Kadarius Toney gets the ball.
Yes, sir.
Runs 35, 40 yards in the end zone. Did we see that again the rest of the season?
No. They don't know how to use their talent. And it's Dan Mullen who does, like we've been talking about.
Yeah,
and that's going to be the difference in the Gators this year.
I promise you, there's at least 1 or 2 other guys on the roster that can run that exact same play.
Right.
You give Massey the ball, he'll do it.
Okay.
Last year, Brandon Powell, he'll do it.
Yeah, he did some good things out of the Wild Gator.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all about getting the ball into the hands of the playmakers. This isn't the NFL.
We did.
Okay? This isn't – we're not trying to run 2KY banana. And this is college football. It's simple. You get the ball in the hands of the playmaker.
Right.
And the reason why I'm saying this is I put Dan Mullen up against any coach in the country in getting the ball in the hands of the playmaker and getting in the end zone. Because
Dan Mullen's top play caller in the country. The only person that can even rival Dan Mullen as a play caller is Lane Kiffin. Other than that, there's no debate in my mind.
You got that right.
Just as but I'm glad you said that. You were talking about using Toney and that Wildcat, and there's other people that you can use that same play for. And that gets me into this quarterback talk that everybody's so intrigued about. I keep hearing about the 2006 Leak and Tebow. I just don't see Emory Jones as a package player. I don't see it at all. So and here's my thing about using EJ as a package. Why would you use him in that package and risk the future on sparing plays when you got guys like Kadarius Toney, Jacob Copeland, and Iverson Clement who can do the same thing that you're going to be asking him to do in a run-first role on offense when this guy ain't built to run. He's a quarterback. And I don't think Gator Nation realizes that because he's labeled as a dual threat, and everybody thinks you're going to see him running. I mean, the kid's a quarterback. You know a lot about quarterback play. You can really tell the difference in a runner and a quarterback when he gets outside the pocket. And when you check out Emory Jones' eye level and the way he attacks the second level with his arm, and the ball position. He don't drop to his waist. He's always got the ball high above his shoulders ready to make a pass. And you know and I know, those are sound mechanics. You don't learn that overnight. This guy's a true quarterback, and I wish Gator Nation would let it go, and it's the media's fault. This kid ain't a package player, man. What are your thoughts?
No, I 100% agree. I believe that Emory Jones is the future of this program. We're going to look back 10 years from now at this Gator football team, and we're going to recognize Emory Jones is what I call one of the OGs. He's a baller. He makes plays. Whether it's a throw, whether it's running the ball, he makes plays. Right now, he's raw talent. Right now, he's got a lot to improve in and a lot to develop in, and I look forward to seeing him. I'm not really a betting man, but if I had to, I'd say he's going to play in the first game He's gonna get some. He's gonna get. I don't think he's gonna start necessarily, but he'll play. If I could be honest with you, I wouldn't even redshirt him. I think the quarterbacks that we got coming in over the next few years, between Jalen Jones and I believe the newest guy is Robertson, right?
Hey man, hold on one second.
Yes, sir.
There's a quarterback out of Gainesville.
Yeah.
He's really good. He might be a junior. I think he's a junior this year.
Yeah.
High school.
2020.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a playmaker.
Where's he? Where's Gainesville High?
It's either Gainesville or Gainesville East Side, but he's out of Gainesville.
It's a big Gator fan.
Yeah.
His dog. His dog.